How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another Calibria Crystal Guidance video. Okay, so as promised, here is the 12th floor of the Hydra. Let's go through the skills and the runes of my heroes before talking a little bit about the run, okay? Because I think that's going to be really important. Okay, so this is my Una stats. She's currently on speed, HP, hit percent. Okay, hit percent because I need her to land some debuffs. Skill 1, heal blocks for 2 turns. Skill 2, heal blocks for 2 turns as well and reduce their attack for 2 turns as well. Blessing Spirit increases all allies' attack and defense for 2 turns, restore 20% of allies' energy. Okay, and I'm also running a HP lead from Una. Next, Selene, she's just on a healer's build, going speed, HP, and HP. Okay, so she's kind of like my win condition because if anything fails, Selene will still be able to 1v1 a boss in about 30 minutes. in about 30 minutes, she will be able to do it. And then next, my Flame Spirit. There's no secret of what her stats are. Attack, crit damage, attack. Okay, so it's very simple PvP build. These are her stats. The choice of skills that I'm using is Blue Flame, throws fireballs to attack enemy. What am I reading? Okay, 40% chance to affect the target with HP regen lock for 2 turns. Yet again, another HP regen lock. Fire Meteor, 5 hits, okay? Each meteor deals 155% of attacking damage and has a 25% chance to reduce the target's attack for 2 turns. Okay, so it's kind of similar to Una in a sense that she has heal block as well as attack debuff. These two debuffs are going to be really essential. Okay, shroud all enemies in raging fire, blah blah blah. Attacks them 3 times. Each attack deals 55% of attack fixed damage, which ignores defense. So she's just going to be a little bit of DPS for me, mostly for clearing wave 1. Okay, but she does need to survive till the end. Everyone has to survive till the end. Okay, and this is my first pirate captain. He is on 151 speed. He's currently on HP, crit damage, and attack percent. Okay, and these are the skills. S1 deals 170% attacking damage. If the target has no active buffs, this attack will ignore defense. So because the boss doesn't have any buffs, this attack will always ignore defense. And next, Seabird's Rage. Okay, so this is the passive that actually makes a lot of sense here. Whenever an ally attacks, the owl follows with a lightning strike, which deals 75% of attacking damage. Okay, it goes up to 100% at max. And of course, I have Pirate's Ballad, which is the pirate captain sings a song to restore 15% of all allies' HP and haste them for 2 turns. So the extra heal here is going to be really essential. And I forgot to talk about the runes. He's on HP, crit damage. No, did I talk about the runes? Okay, whatever. HP, crit damage, and attack. Here are the stats, whatever. So this is the last pirate captain that I have. Same thing, HP, crit. Oh, this is not crit damage and attack. This is a crit rate, so it's HP, crit rate, and attack. The reason for the crit rate is because I don't have enough substats to improve his crit, so I just want him to be more reliable in terms of being a backup DPS. Okay, so similarly, these are the skills, same skills as the other pirate captain. So let's talk a little bit about Hydra. Okay, so the most important thing about Hydra is his third skill. His first skill does nothing much. Okay, so he just attacks the enemy with the lowest HP 2 times. Each attack gives an additional 30% of the target's HP lost in damage. So if you have lesser HP, this is going to hurt a lot more. Okay, and this is going to hurt. Frenetic Dance, attack all enemies 3 times. This skill hurts as well. Each attack dispels 1 random buff from all enemies. But basically, if he hits 3 times, you're more or less going to be removing. He is more or less going to be removing all of your buffs. Next, Rapacious Counter. Gain immunity to all negative status effects except attack down, defense down, slow, HP regen lock. Okay. The only debuff that I'm not using here is a defense down because my pirate captains are ignoring defense. Okay, so reduce damage taken from skills that will deal a certain percentage of HP in damage to Hydra by 70%, which means that if you're going to bring a Goblin Engineer here, he's not going to be able to do that much damage. He's only going to do 30% of what he should be doing. At the end of the attacking enemy's turn, counter attack and recover 20% of the damage done in HP. So that means if he does 1000 damage to you, he's going to recover 200 HP, which is going to be a pain in the ass if you're going to drag out a fight for a long time. Okay, because one thing to note is the Hydra has a hell lot of HP, which you cannot burn down. Okay, so you have to grind through the Hydra itself. However, the damage of the counter attack the damage of the counter attack is reduced by 50% for each additional hit taken when attacked. So if no additional hits are taken, erase 1 random negative status effect on a Hydra, which means that if you're going to do a single damage, okay, a single proc of damage, like just a normal attack, pop, 1 single hit, what happens is the Hydra is actually going to cleanse himself of 1 negative status effect, okay, which is going to be a problem because you want to have the heal blocks, you want to have the attack debuffs, you want all these important debuffs on the boss in order for you to be able to kill him more consistently and quickly. Okay, so these are very important. So that's why my pirate captains are here. So every time like my Selene, when she does her S1, it's just a single target, it's just a single hit, right? But because I have 2 pirate captains, it's gonna become a triple hit, which means that when the boss counter attacks me, he's only gonna do 25% of the damage that he would have done, because the damage is halved twice. Okay, similarly for my Flame Spirit, her S1 only hits once, and I think my Una's S1 also only hits once, as well as my pirate captain. Okay, so everyone's S1 over here is only hitting once, and that's why I need 2 pirate captains, because if my pirate captain himself does a normal attack, I will need another pirate captain to make sure that I'm doing a multi-hit so that I do not cleanse the boss with his passive. So does that make sense? Okay, with that said, let's move on with the run. Okay, so on the first wave, the Flame Spirit is going to be really effective here, because she's going to be able to help me clear this wave a little bit faster. But for this, okay, if there are these 4 dogs over here, it's going to be a bit of a problem, because they have the potential to snipe something. Okay, they have the potential to snipe something. Whoa, okay, so I'm let off the hook over here. That's why I think in the previous video I said speed is not very important. I stand by that. Okay, speed is not very important. I don't think there's a reason for you to dump speed onto units that are not extremely tanky, because you want the Una's buff to stay on your units when the enemies take their turn. Okay, you want the defense buff so that you'll be able to survive getting hit by all those adds on the first wave. Okay, because that really hurts a lot. Okay, so as long as you can get past the first and second wave without any casualties, you should be able to do very well on the boss fight itself. But do take note that my runes are quite, well, I would say my runes are quite high quality. So if you're going to be new, if you're going to be not that well developed in terms of your units, I would highly suggest that maybe you just stick to the 10th floor instead. Okay, stick to H10. It's a lot easier over there. It's really a lot easier. I could even bring 2 Holy Swordsmen to that fight, but for this fight, I have to play it safe. I have to make full use of defense buffs, make full use of my heals, make full use of a lot of debuffs. Okay, like you see, attack break is over there. Right now, I just need the heal block, so I'm just hoping I get it somehow. I have 2 options of getting heal block, so it's really up to my units taking their turn. So yes, there you go, heal block, awesome, attack debuff, everything is great. As you can see, all my normal attacks, I'm not actually cleansing the boss. Okay, so that's very important here. So I'm not actually cleansing the boss, and with this, I should be able to clear it pretty consistently. So the only hiccups are only on the first wave itself. Yeah, so far so good. I really enjoy using this team. It's quite free to play friendly. I think there is, I would say that this is an extremely free to play comp. Even if you don't have a Selene, it's not a problem. Okay, even if you don't have Una, it's not a problem. You can actually replace Selene and Una. I'm thinking, okay, you can actually replace Selene and Una with a Druid and an Elven Queen, because Elven Queen is able to buff your team with attack buff, right? And at the same time, Druid can give you that defense buff, and your Druid can heal as well. Elven Queen can heal as well, so yeah, it's kind of good. You can actually replace Selene and Una with Elven Queen and Druid, like I said. So it seems to be really stable. Now. And the thing is, if your team if you feel like, you know, your team is improving to a state of just overpowering a boss, right? Like your runes are really maxed out, you're really jacked out and all that, you can then replace Una in terms of the leader skill. Okay, you can replace Una with one of the pirate captains, because the pirate captains have an attack lead, so a global attack lead as well. So with that, you should be able to do more damage. Okay, 15% more damage at least. So that's my run. It's 3 minutes. It's not good, but in terms of free to play friendliness, I would say that it's good enough. I would say it's good enough. Let's do one more run, take a look at the first and second wave, because we can see a little bit of variation, especially in the first wave, and it's still the 4 dogs. I'm so pissed off. Come on, just do big damage here. Boom, boom, boom. So I think my Flame Spirit is gonna die. Yep, my Flame Spirit is gonna die. Flame Spirit, if she dies, is not going to be a problem. I think you're going to see that. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we can still beat this fairly possibly. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, even if all goes south, my Selene, she's still going to be able to 1v1 the boss. It's just going to take a whole lot of time because the boss is just going to keep healing himself. But it doesn't matter if my Flame Spirit dies. Okay, it's just going to slow down my runs by a tremendous amount. But if any of my Pirate Captains die, I'm sure to lose. Definitely going to lose because then my my last standing Pirate Captain is going to be able to cleanse the boss because of the boss passive, alright? And then with that, the boss might go crazy and kill the remaining Pirate Captain, and thus my debuffs are all completely useless, okay? They are just out of the window. So there is that, and I feel like maybe my Flame Spirit, I can kind of improve the damage of my Flame Spirit a little bit more. I've tried using the attack lead from the Pirate Captain, but it's not enough. It's not big enough of a difference, sorry, that my Flame Spirit is able to one-shot the first wave. So, well, the best thing that could happen is for my Flame Spirit to one-shot the first wave. But unfortunately, I need like 20% more damage output, which I'm not sure how I'm going to get it, because I'm really on full conflict in terms of like my Una, my two Pirate Captains. They are all on conflict runes, so I can't really put in more conflict runes at this point. My Selene has to be on Berserk. Okay, she has to she has to take a lot of turns because her third skill has a super long cooldown, and it's a problem if I don't give her enough turn cycling. Yeah, it does become a little bit difficult. Like sometimes I really need the AoE heal of Selene. Actually, whenever I need it, whenever I really need it, she does have it up. So I don't want to change that fact. So I'm just gonna have to probably give my Flame Spirit much better runes somehow. I'm not sure how. I don't really think I want to go back into the Colossus at the meantime, okay? I want to do more lair. I just want to farm more Kalianite and get more conflict runes. Maybe I might convert all of Flame Spirit runes to conflict, who knows? Probably. Because I mean, like, I'm gonna lose out a lot on the multiplier of the conflict set versus the attack set, right? But I feel like the lair drops so much better runes, so because of the innate quality of the conflict runes that I'm gonna get, I think maybe Flame Spirit is gonna be a lot better off. So as you can see, I don't really need Flame Spirit. She's just gonna speed up my runs by maybe at least a minute. So probably at the end of this run, I'm assuming it's gonna be like 4 to 4.5 minutes, which is crazy long. It's too long, okay? It's way too long. But then again, a lot of people are struggling with the Hydra. I'm seeing people doing Hydra runs at like 16 minutes or even 10 minutes. I've seen people doing 10 minutes and 16 minutes so far. It's crazy. That's not the way to go, okay? So if you have a 3 minutes run like me, you are already in the upper 90 percentile bracket right now. Whoa, okay, wow, that was super close, dude. Super close. So yeah, like I said, that AoE is really crazy. It does a lot of damage. But well, the boss is gonna die anyway. My Selene should be able to handle the boss regardless. It's just gonna be a bigger pain in the ass. So that's 4 minutes. Okay, so when Flame Spirit died, the run times increased by 1 entire minute, which is a problem, but it's just 1 minute, okay? So I can definitely make do with that. So as long as my runs are 100%, that's all I care about. So now I just need to worry about the runtime. So yeah, with that said, that's the end of my Hydra 12th floor video, H12. It's pretty free to play. Most players who are running paid to win comps, they are doing teams full of net 5s, okay? It's like they're running Cleopatra, okay? They're running Odin. They're running Odin especially because of the third skill that does a huge amount of damage onto one unit. Zeus, they're running Succubus. They're running all kinds of strong DPS units, okay? And they're doing it at like 1 to 2 minutes or even sub-minute runs. But nope, that's not what we are doing here. We are doing real free-to-play runs. So So that's it. Do post your own team comp down below. I would like to know like what your team comp is and what your run duration is. Okay, so these are the two things. Tell me your team comp, tell me your run duration. And if you have any other further questions on my team or my strategy or whatever, if you need help, just let me know. Okay, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you've not already done so. And as always, I will see you in the next video.